Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, Tariq, so I feel like I need to get this out of the way, before we even start about this week's episode. Right, so, as you know, Gotchard does not explain anything for us within the show, right? It leads to someone on the internet every week having to go to the production website and, translating all the production.
That's the only way to figure out, the only way to do that, the only way to understand this show, almost in a similar way to Saber, is by finding some ancient scroll that actually explains what the thing is.
So there is I linked you to this week's production note, right? I want you to go to what is it? I think the point was I think it was where was it? Okay, I would just try. I think it's like the to like the fourth to last bullet point of this piece, right? The key information, about the abyssal, about our three abyssal sisters, right?
Yeah, one of the major reasons why Clotho was featured in this episode, there was an episode during my
Wait, what?
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. No, fourth to last. Not fourth down. Fourth to last.
Not fourth to Jesus. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Just read the part. Just read the part in bolded, right? Don't that part. That first part is irrelevant, right?
The part about the Abyssalist three sisters each have a human they were modeled after?
I don't like that. I don't like that information was revealed, right?
I mean, I guess I assume that they mean that they're not. They don't mean in the greater sense of outside of the show. There's a human that they were modeled after. They're saying specifically the three of them are modeled after in universe are modeled after a human, aka the person that they are.
But I actually this is that Gary was probably at a children's park. Right? And he was getting some research data, before someone told, hey, do you have a kid here? Right? Right? And based on the concept of the show we have, and we know that Atropos is the first / eldest.
Yeah. So he started young and worked his way up, then down, then up again.
Yeah, right.
Well, up then down.
What?
Down. He started down, then up, and then a little bit less down when he landed on Lachesis.
Yeah. Right. So I don't like this information is revealed, and I would have liked it better if this wasn't revealed to me. After finding this out about our three abyss, I would have just liked it better. I don't know. The doll just wanted to be a little child, right? But the fact that Garrett actually modeled, right? Atropos after a actual child, I do not like that fact, and I feel like he definitely should have been reported, but I feel like he definitely did his stupid alchemy bullshit. I don't know why you're here, officer. I have a good day. Thank you for doing a wellness check on me, I guess, right?
Yeah. I hate reading these fucking things normally, but man, I'm reading it now and I'm bothered so much by the things that I'm reading.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that part really got me when I was reading this week's production notes. I was like, I don't know, something you've been revealing, within the story. I feel like this is something that I don't think we need to learn about this. I was fine living ignorant bliss. That these are just 10,000-year-old sisters, or
that they just happen to look like this by accident.
Right. But the fact that this is intentional, right? It's actually just worse. Right. Right. Tariq, hey, it's
Well, I will also,
It's Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 32. The Great Kings appear. The Doll's Dilemma.
Yeah.
Who is this Great King?
Oh,
it is not who you think it is.
Hey, and who's the Doll's Dilemma? Hey, guess what? I also have something to show up, get off my chest at the beginning of this, because this is probably the easiest meme that I ever had to think of.
Oh.
Because it's just the amount that they really have tried to emphasize now that the Abyssalist sisters are dolls at this point is like, okay, we get it. You were kind of like vague about it before, but now you keep talking about it. And especially considering the entire, like, the production statement now, I really hate it. I don't like them being dolls. I don't like the idea that Garion basically saw real people and wanted to make doll versions that were subservient to him.
I have to say that none of these people consented to their likeness being used for this reason, you know, right?
Yeah. Also, I mean, that being said,
man,
and in terms of those that use other people's likeness without...
Right, that there's a weird, crazy reveal by the end of this season if Ira comes out like, oh no, I based these on my actual real-life children that died. Or some weird shit like that, you know, right?
Oh, God.
I would be pretty mad if that was revealed by the end of this season, you know, right?
It's the first taboo of alchemy. You can't commit human transmutation.
Right, yeah. But hey, do you remember Legends World? We're back. We're back to hey.
No, I don't remember it because it was a fucking side media thing.
I went to Legend World and all I got was this t-shirt, you know, right?
I went to Legends World and all I got was this weird little gun that's shaped like his face.
Right. All right. Hey, look. I guess the school's arc's over. You know, we had like 3 episodes of them dicking around for 4 episodes of them dicking around for fun. Back to the main plot of the show. Because this is always where it's been leading into. Right? This is right.
Yep.
This is the beginning.
It's
of
always
Gotchard.
been leading into a reference. It is a Gotchard reference to a. It is Gotchard referencing Zio, which is referencing Decade, which is such an insane. Like the degrees of separation that they have to walk back in order to make Legend make sense, and like I forgot that the fucking like grunts that these are Oma-Zio's fucking like foot soldiers, and it's like, oh yeah, because this is all a bunch of fucking Zio shit, and this is all, and we're doing Zio shit, like, they literally took the transitive property of this show that we're doing right now is about cards. And even though we've had, including Decade, we've had 3 Kamen Rider series that have focused on cards.
Yeah.
Ryuki,
Blade,
and Decade.
Yeah.
Right? We could have, and we used Ryuki last time in Geese because of like Decade, right?
On that, you know,
we could have used fucking. We still could have used Blade though, but apparently there's too much, like, whatever's going on with Kamen Rider fucking Outsiders. That's too important. We can't use that good Blade footage or those suits right now.
Right.
But the fact that they felt they needed to go back to fucking Decade is such a weird. Like, it opens up such a bigger can of worms than they, like, needed to pull out. I understand. People like Decade. But, once again, it's not Decade stealing the show again, but it is.
It's Decade adjacent, you know.
Stealing the show again.
Yeah.
It is, this is now his plot now. Episode 32, going forward, the next 18 episodes, is going to just be his fucking show. You don't introduce a character like this with enemies of his own,
what do you mean?
superseding the other enemies.
To the production, this has been planned. This has been the big plan since March 25th. You know, right? You know,
it's been I want to say it's been the big plan since March 25th. Is like, I've been planning this for so long. How long have you been planning it? Since Tuesday. Okay, that's not that long, actually. To make that the plan in March, when we also got the promo visual of Daybreak with fucking Legend in the background, back in, like, fucking December. This isn't... They don't get to take credit for this. This is a fucking...
It makes you think about what the fuck was... Right, do you think... I have to assume that Legend was supposed to appear during that whole Daybreak sequence, right? But then they... Right? It was it. Dude, I feel like this has always been their big plan of, like, in case of low ratings, like to the point where it's really bad, we have to bring in Legends, right? But then as the Daybreak arc was like, okay, what were we? Okay, I guess we don't need to break the glass. All right, good, we can save it now, you know, right?
Yeah.
But then now they're reaching the end game of the show, like, oh boy, hey, ooh, I find we spent all this money on Legends, ooh, I guess we have to use it now.
Yeah,
you know?
it's just wild to me. Anyway, hey, we're in Legends World. We have not Kajiki, but Butler.
Yeah.
Who is still definitely Kajiki, at least as actor.
Yeah, and remember him.
And he's completed for some reason he's the one working on the upgrade form device for Legend. Can't get in touch with his master, and then whoops, people show up in the dimensional door. The fucking what's it called? The window of time? What the fuck is it?
The Aurora curtains or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, Aurora curtain. That's what it is. Window curtain. I knew it had something to do with.
They talked about. Yeah. By the way, this building is Aurora curtain proof, except for me. Only.
Yeah. This has also. This is where they announce there is a term for this that we've.
Yeah.
Had like on file in there as what it is, but we've never actually talked about before.
What do you mean? If you read the DK Light novel, that's where they mention it for the first time. You know, remember this thing.
Yeah.
The Orcas has never had an on-screen appearance.
On-screen name, except for the Gotchard vs. Legend fucking special.
Mm-hmm. Right, and then hey, so man, so can you just imagine people, right? Like, so remember, like the whole point. Right, that Legend of the Kid was like a whole tokusatsu online.
Right.
But can you imagine like the audience
was it a fan club thing?
Yeah, who never watched it, right? Because even in the actual production, they acknowledge that. Like, yeah, there's a chance that people who are watching this didn't watch the special. You know, right? Right. Even though this thing is free and available, if you live in Japan, you know, for you to watch, right? Like, you imagine, like, man, what the fuck is this?
Mean...
You imagine who was, like, only watching just Gotchard and just purely just Gotchard the show, right? And not, like, taking any other side, like, man, what the fuck is Kajiki doing here, you know, right? And what's he's doing in Legend World, you know, right? What's going on? I feel like the plot is moving without Ichinose's involvement, right? Which I'll get to, right? I fucking hate the plot.
Yeah, oh god, I hate this. I hate this one line from the production notes. So the plan was to turn Legend from someone I don't know into someone who seems to be important during that 1 month period. And so, through teamwork between all companies involved, Toei worked hard to make the world know how gorgeous Kaguya-sama is during that month. And then there's a breakdown of various... I can only call it Legend propaganda that they just fucking shoved in to try and excuse how the fuck we got here. And that's so fucking insane. Oh, God.
Yeah. And then, meanwhile, as this background plot is happening, of course, like always, Ichinose does not know. It is crazy how Ichinose is not involved in his own show, right? Like, everything that like, plots are just happening around him, and he just getting sucked in. He's like, oh, right? It's not like Ace, who's, like, off investigating the DGP, you know? Like, hey, what's at the bottom layer of the DGP's building, you know?
Yeah.
What are you guys keeping behind the steel door, you know? Right? He's actively trying, hey, give me the code. I want the code. He's not, like, it's not like...
I'm digging... Even when you don't think I'm digging, right?
It's like he's not just walking. He's not like events are not happening around him, right? He is actively involved in the events. He's causing the events to happen around him, you know?
Yeah, it's always part of his 75-step master plan.
Right, look, this is all his... Look,
to find his mommy.
Look, it's all part of his wish, you know? Right, yeah. So, yeah, hey, look.
Yeah.
This is literally... opens with them fighting Paul Giamatti from The Amazing Spider-Man. That's what this is. They're just fighting Paul Giamatti from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. You know, right? This guy has...
It is, I mean, he is... Hey, I mean, he definitely... Yeah, he is. Again, you giving me the fucking... giving me the fucking production notes early is a crime, because now I'm like, oh yeah, he just felt like, I want to be in Gotchard, please put me in Gotchard. I was in Boon Booger and I'd rather be in Gotchard. What a crazy little guy. Hey, Sabimaru and Renge get something to do, which is apparently standing on the sidelines and doing kind of some alchemy.
Hey, look, they're cheerleading. Look,
to arrest. Okay, but also,
support, you know?
why? It really feels like, okay, so we knew that amalgams are created from, you know, chemies being corrupted by human malice or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But it really feels like this is the greatest example of... No, this is the greatest example since the, like, submarine amalgam.
Yeah, from episode, 3?
That was trying to molest, Rine. That was, like, real creepy about it. Where it's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be letting children... having children, assigning children to go chase down these potentially criminal people that may or may not, even with the chemi removed from them, still try to attack them. Because this man comes out of his, like, amalgam form and immediately tries to assault the other two people that are there, and they have to use their fucking alchemy powers to, like, restrain them, which I feel like should not be the duty of any of these children.
They're hunting chemis, you know, right? Look.
Yeah, and anyway, I guess the police will get you later, Spider-Man style.
Right? Yeah, yeah. Also, now, like I said, going back to the subplots and subplots and other plots. Hey, Klothos is look, she's having a bad week, you know. And look, she's been losing a lot.
Klothos being told that she's not good enough, and Lachesis is being told, or is telling everybody, yeah, we're dolls. We don't have human parts. We're not real people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, look, she doesn't like that.
All the other Abyssal sisters are falling apart.
Yeah,
all the Abyssal sisters are falling apart.
The family is not doing good. Lachesis and Klothos and Ichinose gets teleported away. They go to the
Well, they get teleported away by the army of Zio's Z-men. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean the Kashin or whatever the fuck.
Oh boy,
Kashine,
man, none of these characters know what the fuck is going on, you know, right? Like Renge is like, man, these guys are not in our stupid little database. Who the fuck are these guys?
None of these people look like weird, like they took an animal and threw it on top of their head and have its ass coming out of its face. Like these actually have like consistent designs and like actually pretty sleek, like, robotic forms versus like...
We were not trained for this, you know, right?
Yeah, I've never seen... Oh my god, they all have spears. They are all weapon wielding. Yeah. Oh god.
Mm-hmm. Then someone in the distance, someone behind the scenes is watching them and teleports them away.
Yeah, hey, why don't I split you up? Hey, why don't you guys take a trip? Hey, why don't you go cool off and time out?
Yeah, welcome to the Breaking Bad universe, you know, right? Everything has a sapphire filter, you know, right? Ooh, that's how you know it's a different universe. Everything just looks fucking weird.
It's crazy in the desert.
Yeah, they like
you're in the. I mean, to be fair, hey, yeah, she decides to. I will say also, the reason that they call Lachesis in, even though she's already seemingly being ingratiated to the group of like, okay, we're gonna take you into the to the alchemy society, whatever. But Renee's real issue is, why the fuck does this 9-year-old keep fucking like bothering me? What's going on? Why is she like coming after me? If they wind up telling us that the human that Atropos is based off of is child Rine, I will be very mad. But that seems like the only reason I can see why Atropos is actively attacking specifically Rine.
I don't like that theory. I was just gonna hope that this is like one of those weird these people that Garia was taking weird photos in the park were people that were just random by, and at the end of the episode, you know, right after he defeated them and the three sisters sacrificed themselves, right? They walk past by the original people that they copy who are actually having normal lives or something. You know, right? I was hoping for one of those scenarios, but like, man, now that you brought that up, I don't like that. You know, so no, that would be. Yeah, I would be very mad about that. Right? Right. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway,
hey,
also, Kyoko wants to study, wants to learn how that body works.
Yeah.
Hey, what that mouth do? What them legs do? What them armpits do? I gotta.
Yeah. How atomically correct did Garia make you? You know, and I don't like that. You know.
Can you be inseminated? I just really want to point out, like, I'm not trying to focus too much on the Lachesis, like, talking about being a homunculi or whatever. But there's a whole thing where, like, they take there's the image of her being, like, just in, like, the avatar, like, this 3D, like we took a full 3D rendering of your body, and now it's there. It's like, I don't like that. I don't like the way that Kyoko's like, let me study every little part of you. Like, and it's just, and then it cuts to later on. The next thing that we see from this group is an image of Lachesis, whatever the fuck, like being spun around as like, ooh, I've got my own little doll now in the digital world. I can play dress up games with her.
Look, it's one of those 360 cameras that they have at conventions, you know, right? It's like one of those things. Yeah. It's one of those, you know, right? Yeah. Also, hey, look, time is being distorted, I guess, you know, right? Look, Cloth
things happen in different orders.
Are having like a whole grand adventure, right? I was kind of wondering why everything felt so like everyone, like Renge and Sabimaru were taking their time. Then it was, they're just the time is very distorted, you know, right? Because if you think about it, the way this episode presents, like Renge are just being real lazy about reporting this, you know? They're like,
yeah, they took a long time to fucking report. Oh no, Ichinose got fucking disappeared.
Yeah. Should we send you our location? Yeah. Let's go get lunch. You know, Hey, and look. Ichinose might have disappeared, but his wallet stayed behind. You know, right? He did.
Hey, that email can wait a couple hours.
All right. Look. Nothing's happened. You know, the work. Look, we are still on the clock. You know, right? And it's still a work day. We don't, or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, we got time. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so Ichinose and Cloth have to
but
team
back in this dimensional labyrinth or whatever, I do like that, once again, talking about problems that he has with, again, this show being supposed to be about alchemy stuff. Not once does he rely on alchemy to fight against them, despite being untransformed.
He has done alchemy. He did make the goggles, remember that? When he turned the goggles into Gotchard Uniter, he did do alchemy that one.
Fuck that. That doesn't count. That's not alchemy. He turned goggles into a fucking strap-on piece he could put on his belt. Absolutely not. That doesn't count as alchemy. He fucking made a wish on a star to fucking we turned one thing into another thing. That's a plastic thing that Valverad just got because they needed to make a different thing that's slightly the same thing. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. He took his steampunk goggles and they turned into They do not understand what alchemy is. They do not understand alchemy.
The show's Cassie, but yes.
Anyway, yeah. Ichinose once again does not rely on alchemy despite not transforming into Gotchard. Meanwhile, somehow he's able to put up enough of a defense that is comparable to Clotho the actual, like, physically strongest, like, member of the sisters. And somehow we're meant to believe that he can put up his own defense despite him being just a regular high school kid.
Maybe these fuck. What are these? Do these grunt guys even
Which
have
is
a
insane
name?
to me.
Right? Is there a name for these grunt guys? Right. Let me quickly look it up.
Yeah, the Kashin. They're from fucking Zio.
Yeah.
It's
right.
this shit. It's like that, but it's spelled like Kashin. It's said like Kashin because they're fucking. It's fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bunch of Zio shit. I thought I recognized them in Legend, and then I forgot that I forgot that I wiped a lot of Zio out of my memory. But yeah, they're just the grunt guys that Oma Zio is able to summon for his world domination plans. And it's just a fucking... It's like, okay, they're there, and the only reason that we know that they're there, or that it makes sense that they're there, is because we've watched the fucking Legend vs. Gotchard thing. But that's, like, giving required reading of a side media that shouldn't be required reading.
Yeah. No, it's also real funny, right? It's how it's going back to how like Ichiro is so disconnected, like right, like I don't know if this 100 leader or this 100 general guy has a name. He's like, hey, give us the weapon. He's like, the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, you mean the little train that
Nope. I want the dimensional super weapon. You mean the thing that I did that broke alchemy laws? No. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about with alchemy laws.
Right? Is that what you want? You want Hopper 1 in his little train form, you know? I won't let you take my best friend, you know, right? And the guy's like, the fuck are you talking about? What? Train? No, I want the super weapon.
Yeah.
I want the power-up device. The Gotchard igniter? Right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Do you want Renee's fucking belt thing? You know, that's an upgrade, you know, right? She does put it on top of my thing.
Apparently he is alpha, but not my alpha.
Boy, I don't like that. Okay. Yeah. Also, boy, did Ichinoshi lose his memory from the Gotchard versus
I guess. I mean, he did pop back out and be like, oh, that was some crazy shit. What the fuck happened there at the end of that?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I guess
so. I guess that's what they're going for.
Like a residual memory in his brain, right?
I mean, this is also a kid that we've established. Forget even focusing on Ichinose. This series has been so dependent on the fact that their own characters have unreliable memories. Literally every single character is an unreliable narrator of their own lives because they don't know what has and has not been erased from their minds.
Yeah.
This is like such a gaslighting season of like, literally you can say that anything happened to these characters in the past because if we haven't seen it on screen, they themselves don't know if it happened or not because they've had their memories just constantly fiddled with. Like, stuff taken in and out, and what the fuck is... Oh, hey, like, if... Here's another idea. Atropos is fucking, based off of Renee's sister because Garyon couldn't have kids. Some weird shit. All of this is possible because everybody's memories are fucking scrambled eggs. Like, there's no consistent... There's no... They don't have any rules to follow. Yeah.
Right? Look, if you're under the age of 30, I have to assume your memory has been wiped, you know? Right?
Yeah.
At this point. Yeah.
The last 10 years for any of these people is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. They don't remember anything about it. Right? Also, I think it's real funny how 100 knows who... Or Alpha, Alpha, you know... Right, the captain.
Yeah,
knows
Alpha. Aye. He's out here. Yeah.
Yeah, right. He knows who each other is. Like, right. Don't think we ever met. I don't know how you know my name. Right.
Yeah, I've never met this man before in my life.
I don't even know who you think I am an associate. Are you talking about Minato? Are you talking about my professor? Is that who you're talking about? That's like the only other guy. Are you talking about Renee's dad? Do you think I am an associate of Google? He did give me this belt. Is that what you're talking about? Right, and then of course I was just like, No, what the fuck is all this? What the fuck? I don't know. What
I
the
don't.
fuck is that?
I don't give a shit. Hey, just like
Hey.
Zio, again, it is. I don't give a shit about what's happening in your world. I'm more focused on the stuff that's related to Decade.
Yeah, here's a completely separate plotline that we are involved with, right? No one cares about you.
Yeah.
I am not involved in your plotline whatsoever, right?
Yeah. I am here to my plotline is taking over your plotline whether you know it or not. Anyway, fucking Ichinose and Clotho have a fucking
they're desperately right. It's like that skit, that bit from Gintama, right? When they're talking about showing a manga, right? And the progression, how it splits off, right? Then the spin-off had to keep making random shit before the main story. That's what this moment feels like right now within this show, right? Like
man, that okay. I know we've already did our bit, but do you remember Shaman King?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was trying to tell Molly about it because it wasn't really a thing that she watched or read.
All right.
But you know that it has like that sequel series that came out,
the one that
Shaman King Flowers,
that just ended because it did real badly. I know, I read it. I was reading it weekly.
But this is why I'm saying, because the anime for Flowers just premiered on Netflix.
Right, and I don't know how they're gonna adapt that, right? Because the manga.
I don't either. But that's the thing. So
right.
the thing that I was telling Molly was, Shaman King started out as like a really big thing for me. I was like, okay, this is really cool, and then it just kind of fucking spiraled out of control and got into some real weird shit. And then all of a sudden it got a sequel series, and I went, how the fuck did this get a sequel about his kid? And then it's like the sequel was fucking weird too, and I went, I'm very confused. I'm getting off this train.
Shaman King Flowers literally ended during a flashback, right? Because because it got canceled during the middle of a flashback, and the story never got resolved.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know
and so
how
I was like, and so I was like, I choose to get off this train and stop worrying about this. This is how I feel that Gotchard has been in this condensed only 32 weeks that we've dealt with this. Of just like, why is this like this? What is going, the sauce is lost to me. I don't understand where we're going.
It's so bad.
It's truly, it's an insane, this is an insane show.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'm looking at the. I'm looking at the show. Yeah, I don't think they even resolved the flashback arc, or the flashback of the guy before Shaman King.
No, I definitely. Well, didn't it get picked up by a different?
No,
magazine.
No, the last chapter was chapter 29. Because they were explaining how the son, right, of Yo and Anna, right,
Hana
was gonna get his spirit ally, right, because like he couldn't rely on
Hold on, that on
the
Ashiramaru or something.
Yeah, right. Like you couldn't rely on him forever as his new spirit. Like no, you gotta get your own JoJo stand. You can't use Stardust Platinum. That's mine. You need to get your own.
Yeah.
Right, and so like,
hold on. Did it really end on 29?
Yeah, right. Yeah, because
no, it had 13. It had 13. Oh, 13 episodes. Oh no.
No, that's episode.
It had 6. It had 6 volumes. Hold on. Hold on.
The last volume has chapter 29 in it.
Jesus Christ, 29.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Because what was happening in the manga, right? Was the son was like he met like this World War II kamikaze ghost. He's like, hey. Ghost, I need you to be my JoJo stand, okay? Because my dad's JoJo stand is with my dad, right? It's been trapped in a CD, so I need to get my own JoJo stand right now. And then that's when they come to the flashback of the kamikaze pilot ghost and how he became a kamikaze pilot ghost. Like, I don't think I need a flashback to explain how this kamikaze ghost.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Right? I don't need that. I'm pretty sure I can guess this ending about how he became a kamikaze. He became a ghost, right? Yeah, but it just ended in the middle of that. That was the last chapter, was when the kamikaze ghost went on his final mission or something. Literally and figuratively.
Yikes.
It was real bad.
Yeah. Anyway,
so
that's how I feel with fucking...
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah, like I said. Oh, hey, but hey, remember UFO X? It's back. UFO X is back.
Remember, this is not just a sword. It is actually a transformation device because he has way too many goddamn transformation devices on his transformation device. He literally has 3 additional attachments to his one driver, and that's an insane thing for any Kamen Rider.
Right. It's not like these are things that are just stacking on top. No, these are separate bits.
No, like, they're different things. They're each different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
but yeah. It's UFO X. He remembers that he has Cross Gotchard. Doesn't use the igniter, the Gotchard igniter, to fucking become Fire Gotchard. Nope, we just want to be Super Gotchard. Because I guess he needed specifically the ability to abduct Clotho and disappear like a UFO, going.
I think he gotta remember that he has that, right? Or else, look, he gotta remember, or else his he'll get charged, right? Hey, don't forget. Hey, don't forget, you are legally required to use UFO X within the next few days, or else you'll be done a service fee.
I wonder. So I haven't seen toy reviews for the Gotch Caliber, but I've got to imagine that thing is flimsy as shit because in order for it to have all of the joints for it to fold over the Gotchard driver, it can't be that functional as a sword.
Oh yeah,
right?
Of course.
It's got to be able to
as a sword.
I'm just saying it's gotta flop right over very quickly. It's gotta just be shaky as shit in order to hold it in sword form. And then it folds and clicks into place.
To begin with, I'm pretty sure it's a stubby little bit, right? There's no way this
yeah.
It doesn't even come to
But I'm just saying with the number of joints, because when you look at it, there's a bunch it's completely folded over the belt. So it's got to have a bunch of little
All right. Okay, can I just copy the thumbnail from this thing? I don't want to open the fucking I don't want to open the goddamn video. Oh my god, this thing is. Boy, man, and you think this... Okay, this is the toy. I'm just gonna copy out... This is the... Hey, look, if you thought the sword was floppy, don't worry about it. This sword is strong, alright? It will not flop around, right?
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. This is, hey... Look, the toy... Look, the toy's a shower, not a grower, alright?
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about the toy you flopping around, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah,
that's
how it fit
Clotho
within the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Clotho and Ichinose put aside their differences to fight against the new bad guys.
Yeah.
Valvrate, once again, Spotter not doing any... Spotter and Rene not doing anything to participate in this one.
Yeah, episode,
But
look,
hey,
I think it's
this does answer.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say that Clotho's transformation does actually clear up something that we said before, or at least that I said before, that I thought that just the Dione form would be another type to Dread, but it turns out that it's Dread type 0, right? Or Dread type 1? Fuck.
Mm-hmm. No, type 0. Type 0 is the base.
Yeah, it's type 0 is the base. Type is the unicorn. And then type 2 is Dione, right?
Yeah, but here's the problem. They've already shown the Dione form, apparently. I looked it up. This thing appeared in episode 27. I don't know why they're putting What's Her Fire here. I thought something amazing was about to happen, but no. This is a reused form. We've already seen this. Why?
Yeah, she's already used Big Stick, the best weapon in all of Kamen Rider.
I don't know why we need to play What's Her Fire here. It's not like something...
Because Big Stick! Because it's Clotho's big moment. She's gonna become a good guy now, guys. Trust me. Yeah. Dread's on our side now. She's got the Big Stick.
Yeah, they escaped.
The strongest weapon.
They escaped
luckily with
the universe protocol.
with the power of Clotho and the big stick, and also Platinum Gotchard, which should not be equivalent abilities, but hey, big stick is OP, guys. Please nerf. Oh my god, big stick. Like they beat their way through the fucking thing.
Now we can be friends, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, now that I've embraced the power of big stick, we know what we do. Alpha goes I, and then he goes back to the Rangers and hits his little teddy bear transceiver. All I saw with this was I just kept looking at this and thinking that it looked like a teddy bear face. I don't know why. And then gravity magic happens out of nowhere. They're crushed by spiritual energy.
It's all part of alchemy, you know. It's all part of alchemy, right?
It's all part of alchemy. You know, the alchemy to control gravity. That doesn't make any sense. Alchemy to control gravity.
Yeah.
I don't... How do you do that?
It's him. Look, it is the Abyssal King.
It's that guy. It's that guy that we've been talking about this entire time. What are you talking about? I've never seen this man before in my life. The only way that I see any resemblance to him from being in the Door of Darkness is that the three little eyes or the three big glowing eyes that were in the fucking Door of Darkness are his weird three like orb nipples that are on his chest.
I mean, they were glowing earlier too, but they didn't. That just right? Yeah, they were glowing earlier, right? Well, when he originally send them in.
Yeah, but that is not. Yeah, that is not like this is such a weird like. Anyway, yeah. So Lord Garion did it, and he fucking apparently he made the guy come out, and it's all good.
This was all part of his plan was to summon this guy. This was our big bad. We've been setting up since the beginning of the show. You know?
This whole time. Trust us, we definitely meant to bring out this guy.
Yeah, you know, we've been hyping him up, you know, since the beginning of the show.
The Abyssal Sisters, and they're all in the service of the Abyss King. Who the fuck is the Abyss King? What the fuck is this person? Who is, according to the wiki, his name is Gigist? Fuck, what?
Geese?
How do they, what's the Japanese? Hold on, I'm gonna look at what the Japanese pronunciation for it is. Okay. It is Gigist. Which, okay, sure. Gigist is out here, and he's the big threat. We should all be afraid of Gigist.
Wait, hold on, wait. This design doesn't even match. Wait, yes it does. Okay, it's okay, so we were looking at his chest from before. Okay, that's really dumb.
Yeah,
I fucking hate this guy. Anyway, hey, here's fucking Lactus now. Went and saw Mad Max Fury Rosa. You know, she was a big fan of that movie.
Yeah, Clotho has been given the Clotho has evolved to Imogen Clotho. What the fuck is his name in Mad Max Fury Road? Immortan. It's a Mortan Clotho.
This thing looks...
so now we have Immortan Clotho.
Man, this thing is fucking terrible. Holy... I cannot get over how bad this outfit looks. Right?
I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. Like, at least it still has some... like, it doesn't... At least it doesn't have, like, all the weird, like, strands of, like, amalgam. You know, like, where she's just has, like... Would just have, like, a bunch of tassels. Like,
hands just sticking out of her, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right? You know, it's like, at least it's concise. Like, it's not great, but it's simple. It's not great, but it's just like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's enough that it's not like, that it shows a different form for her, but it's not her, like, it's not throwing a bunch of weird, like, prosthetics or, like, extra rubbery shit. It's just a suit. It's a weird suit. It's a bad suit. It doesn't in any way seem more intimidating than her being in dread form. But hey,
remember how they were his first cat?
I'll take it versus some
at the beginning of the show for no fucking reason with their veil. Is that ever gonna become relevant within the show? Nope. I thought they could have given her like a cat form or something. You know?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I fucking hate it. it's over. But you know what?
Anyway, and then everybody comes to save.
Meanwhile, yeah, everyone comes to save. Like, man, what happened? Were you all through your own plot?
Yeah, if only we had been there to help you. Hey, you guys are going to be the ones that need help because the real plot is showing up now at episode 32.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's always been Zio. It's always been Zio. We're all going back to Zio.
Right? It only takes 32 episodes for the main plot of a show to happen, right? Right? This is...
And yet, I feel like we've said this before, multiple times, specifically with Kamen Rider. Holy shit. Oh, God. Anyway, yeah. Hey, 100's back, and they're back again.
Man, but the best part is, I like to, right? Obviously, the Bisto K, Gigas, and actor doesn't even know what the fuck 100 is, right? Like I said, everyone is doing
What if they're trying to imply that Gigist is some kind of, like, Omazeo, offshoot? Like, how much... Like, I guess my point is, how much are they going to try to integrate 100, and by that factor, the, plot of Zio into Gotchard, right? Because they're already having to force in decades, plot line in order to include Legend. But then they forced in Zio with the whole Barlick's whatever shit in the special. And now that 100's continuing to be a thing, how much of Zio is going to bleed into Gotchard, and then by that metric they have to let Decade bleed into it?
I just think that for the last 17, 16, or whatever, there's just going to be two different enemy factions fighting each other, Like, all of a sudden, right, there was two different enemy factions that got involved somehow, right? Because according to this, our boy himself, the living legend that he is going to be a main cast member.
Legendary legend is about to show up. Yeah,
he is going to be a main cast member of the show, right? It's not like a stupid.
And also, right? Everybody's. I just want to make a point, specifically talking about the preview. Mm-hmm. I think Kamen Rider Eternal was cool. We gotta stop using him at every single point that we can bring up a dark Kamen Rider. I get it. We gotta chill.
Okay, here's the thing. Who would you rather bring back for a dark rider? Eternal or Oja, right? That's the thing. I think...
Well, Oja... I mean...
the point in Kamen Rider, there's only two faces for the dark rider, right? It's either Eternal, who has one of the simplistic and most coolest form in Kamen Rider, or their Oja and his voice actor, who is contractually obligated in his contract and his will to always
and his suit actor who has not aged gracefully. Okay, but that being said, right? We haven't even seen Eternal show up in Outsiders. And we're bringing him back for this. Man. And I just think that's...
By the way, I don't know if you also saw the bit. So the next episode is 33. I don't know if you saw the bit for 34. Because apparently it's been revealed. There is going to be a guest voice actor that episode.
I didn't see that.
Oh boy, let me find it. Boy, let me see if I can find it again. Fuck. Where did it go? Okay, I'm gonna post you a link to another thread, right? And it is okay. Oh, it's gonna link you. Oh wait, link to a tweet. I'm gonna post you to a tweet, to a link, right? And there you go. You're not gonna like this, right? For episode 34, don't say it out loud. You can just react.
No. That doesn't make sense.
Everything ties up. This has always been leading.
That doesn't. How?
Look.
What? I mean.
What?
I mean.
What?
Wait. No. In the next episode, you mean 33 or?
No, 34. 34. This is the cast for. This is the credit for episode 34. So 33, Ho Kaguya Courts himself would show up, right? And then in episode 34, this is who's gonna show up, you know, right? Look, this has always been Toei's master plan. They've been playing with this since Saber, you know, ever since the Saber X Ghost fucking bullshit special. This is what look. It's always been this, you know. Everything leads back, right? You know, look. You know what they say? At some point when you spend all your time outside, you have to go back inside, you know, right? Everything that
it only took as we said before, it only takes 32 episodes of one show and 3 other shows. Also the backstories of like every other show within Heisei to get to the real plot of your show. I have to imagine all this. Who is this? I hate this person. I hate this. Hey, this person. I'm not going to light them up IRL, but boy, I hate this person. This person that posted this yesterday. You're a bad person, and you should feel bad. You are wrong. You're an insane human being.
It's true. Like of course, look, I'm just amazed by what the fuck the direction the show is taking, right? Like after this is all just stuff like we are desperate to say we have to get some people to watch the show, and I guess look, it turns out the only way to make Gotchard interesting is not to build up and create interesting character and dynamic and evolution and plot lines with our main cast. No, bring everyone else in, you know, right? Look, if the MCU is falling, call Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, keep throwing shit into it.
Can we get Robert Downey Jr. back in to save the MCU? Right? Look, we're getting Ryan Reynolds back in. We got Ryan Reynolds in, you know, right? Get Robert Downey Jr. back in, you know, right?
We got Hugh Jackman.
Right? Get them all back in to save it, right? Is it our remember, the only reason why the Marvels failed was because Robert Downey Jr. was not in it, you know, right? That's it, right?
Clearly that was the reason.
All right, that's it.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
tired. I hate this.
Yeah, me too. I'm exhausted. My brain is burnt.
I don't know why. I feel like we don't have to hide. Hey, Legends' stupid power-up form is happening. I don't think we have to hide. Like I said,
we're getting Legends squared.
You know, right? Look, Toei wants us to openly acknowledge their master plan. You know, right? Look, hey, Legendary Legend is showing up next week. You know.
Yep, the Legend of Legends Legend is showing up.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaguya Quartz. Fuck you.
All right, that's this week's episode. We're actually tired. Hey, thanks. Bye. Alright, Tariq, I had a comical bit I was gonna do this week, talking about eating bologna, right? You know? But something happened
because
in between last week's recording and today that forced me to completely change the bit this week, or a little ending discussion that we have to have and do.
From being about bologna, because it had to be about bologna,
right? So
because as I learned from you last year, bologna to you is a fucking delicacy that's rarely found because you're so stocked full of banh mi.
Right, so we're not a political podcast, you know, right? We're not here to talk about U.S. politics or any of that.
Arguably,
you know,
I mean,
right?
except for the occasional insurrection.
About Sleepy Joe, Meatball Wrong.
Yeah, except for the occasional insurrection, we are not a political thing.
Some would also say we're also not a Kamen Rider podcast, you know, right? We just happen to be a tokusatsu podcast that's talking about Kamen Rider. You know, so So Tux, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you've heard of the meme about insert character says X thing. You know, right? Like SpongeBob says, "Save the Amazon rainforest." You know, like taking a character, taking a character and putting that character with a subject that you would never 6th degree Kevin Bacon to. You know, right? right?
Yeah.
Right. So this is a post. Actually, I like to read about stuff. I like to go on sites.
Yeah, reading is
Right.
fundamental.
And I go to like subsections of sites where I read stuff. Right. So I saw a tweet, right, that says Kamen Rider Gotchard says trans rights, right? All right, and hey, so whatever you think I am about to say is not it, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, so yeah, so that was the tweet, right? Gotchard says trans right. We're like, all right, that's fine, Then someone replied to that tweet, all right, saying, hey, so your Gotchard is transitioning, right? Right?
Okay.
That's your
Okay.
Gotchard, all right? That's still not where I am
Uh-huh.
leading with this, okay? Then someone drew a fan art of Gotchard saying your Gotchard is transitioning, okay? All right, and posted it someplace, right, where people to I don't know, they like it, they will vote that post up, or they might stuff like that.
They can have a real karmic experience about
right?
it.
So that's still not where I am leading with this. So then of course in the comments someone said, "Hey guys, can we not put politics into Kamen Rider?" Right?
I mean, they're right. Why would we ever do politics in Kamen Rider? Like that one season where it was literally a fucking a segmented Japan and sectarian violence between. Man, boy, I just realized that Build is kind of the Gaza Strip of the Kamen Rider world. If you think about it. Because it's literally about an arbitrary line being drawn in the middle of a country, and now everybody's fighting for the scraps of what's left over.
Right. So this person, right, says that, hey, let's not put politics into Kamen Rider, okay? Then someone replied to that person, yeah, it's not like the literal first actual beginning. For the first scene, original concept of Kamen Rider was him fighting Nazis, okay? Right? And so
yeah, right, exactly.
Right? And so this person, instead of doubling down, right? And just taking this L, right? Of being proved factually wrong.
We're stopping.
They responded, yeah, but back then that wasn't the context they were saying, right?
What?
Right? And of course, once again, no. After push, that is a double L, right?
I mean, look, you fucked yourself.
Right?
You fucked yourself.
So,
you made it dumb.
Man, I don't know. That's why I'm like, what the fuck is this person trying to say with that? I'm not even talking about the first comment of not bring politics into Kamen Rider, right? That's not even then. That is not the point. It is that second point that person said about, yeah, but that was not the context what they were saying with the Nazis,
I don't know what. That's some real. That's not just a reach. That's not just a stretch. That's a rubber band fucking pull.
I was like, okay, so what were they trying to say with the Nazi? Like, it's like when someone mentions Nazis, there's not a lot of stuff you would think, right? About it, right? There's no reason why every time you need a villain in a movie, right? But you make them a billionaire, right? Like yeah, right? Or like
But that doesn't mean that they're saying anything about capitalism and the flawed state of billionaires.
There's no reason why there are more media that features like, I don't know, corporations as the main villain, as opposed to someone like a nurse or a fighter fire,
Yeah. Oh my God. Imagine if that was the way that things worked.
Right. But yeah. And this person's statement, that second statement that person said was absolutely insane to me. I was like, huh. So what was? At that point, I didn't even bother to reading what the rest of their response was back, because at that point, that person just like everything I just saw was in the negative. To like, yeah, I'm not going.
Yeah, they just fucking fell apart after that point.
I was like. Right, that second statement just fucking. I was like, man, wow, man, I don't know how you can be that wrong about something like that, right?
Yeah.
Right, especially.
Also. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's all I just want to say. But yeah, just about that. That is what took priority over me talking about baloney this week, right?
Yep. I mean, it was a bunch of baloney, but hey, it's not that's where the real meat was.
Mm-hmm. Right.